one of the undisputed greatest movies of all time, The Dark Knight, teaches us a valuable lesson. That lesson being that you can die and become a hero, or you can live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And after getting clean off of the drugs and being 12 years removed from them, this is a constant battle that goes on within me even, where people will walk up to me on a regular basis and say, bro, you're my hero, or bro, you're so inspiring, or I am so proud of you. And it's, or bro, you deserve everything that you have in your life right now. And these are all words that you might say to the heroics, people that I idolize and look at as heroes. That's things that I might say to them. But me being me and who I am and what I've faced and where I've been in my life, those things actually make me relatively uncomfortable, because I still feel this sense of villainous in me that I think is healthy. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but I still aim to be heroic, especially for my daughters, especially to my wife, especially to, like, my daughter, I'm saved in her phone as my hero. And while that to me is this beautiful thing, and I can't believe that I'm actually somebody's hero after all the things that I've done and all the wrongdoings that I have done in my life, it's pretty cool, but it's a constant back and forth and a tug of war that goes on within my spirit, right? The battle is old as time. God versus the devil, good versus evil, demons versus angels, however you want to see it, villain versus hero, right? But it is nerve-wracking nonetheless, because I know that on any given Sunday, at any given time of the day, I could, at the flip of a switch, I could just become the villain again, because it's constant warfare that goes on inside of me on a daily basis. And so without further ado, I would like to get into, break down, and review this new record from SMG Jimmy and Hard Target called Villain. And if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button, and let's do it, bro.
Let's check out what these dudes is talking about.
Yeah.
Pill bottle opened up, scattered all over the place. It makes you start. It really does. It makes you kind of dive into, why is it that addicts and maybe alcoholics too, why is it that people like us always seem to struggle with this, inner spiritual warfare that we do?
SMG.
Think about that.
Oh, Lord.
Shout out to Jimmy, man. Let's get it.
Dear hero, won't you lay me in your casket? I am just a villain and I'm about to do wrong. Oh Lord, no, I've been going bad shit. I've been acting crazy with a drink that's two-tone, yeah. Dear hero, won't you put me in your casket? I am just a villain and I'm about to do wrong.
It's such a strong hook. Dear villain, dear hero, won't you lay me in this casket? And that goes back to what I was saying at the beginning, right? At the beginning of the video, I talk about you can die and be a hero, or you can live long enough to see yourself become the villain. So if you want to stay a hero, what was that? If you want to, sorry y'all, if you want to stay a hero, it's kind of like you just want it to, bury you out. You want to go ahead and die that way. Like, if people are perceiving you that way, it's almost like, Lord, just take me as I am now, because ultimately that spiritual warfare that goes on inside of you is a lot louder and a lot more obnoxious than people really think it is from the outside looking in. That's why I'm saying, like, when you walk up to somebody that's really going through it or really has gone through it, and you start throwing around words like you deserve or I am proud, it starts making people like me real nervous, And y'all know me, I'm a pretty strong-willed person today because of God, but it's nerve-wracking, bro, because it's like, man, I really don't want to slip up and cause people to look at me as a villain. So it's almost like the way what he's portraying in this hook is very much like, go ahead and let me rest in the casket so I can die and be a hero, because this villain is getting loud, Lord. It's getting loud.
Oh Lord, no, I've been going bad shit. I've been acting crazy with a drink that's two-toned, yeah.
It's a hard
I'll
hook.
play the hero now until time passes.
See? I'll play the hero now until time pass. So it's deep. Almost as if to say that you know that the fight that you have been through to become the hero, quote unquote, was so vicious, it almost took you out as it is. You don't know how long you can really stand on this. So just keeping it a bean, I'll play the hero now till time passes. I don't know what that looks like for me on the other side. I don't. And that's true. It's truth. Let's go, HT.
Dead in the grave behind that glass.
I'm looking for something but comfortably numb, and I know my life is.
I'm sorry to keep pausing it, but I'm looking for something but comfortably numbing. This implies that you're actively looking for something. You're chasing dreams. You're trying to leave a fortune to your family. You're trying to do better with yourself. You're trying to become something new. You're trying to be heroic. You're not just trying to skate through life. You have this dream and you want to accomplish these goals, and you want to put in the effort that it takes to check this box off, man. But comfortably numbing. I tell you guys all the time that the devil lies in comfort. The devil lies in comfortability. So kind of laying in that comfort, numbing yourself in it with whatever substance you might be numbing. You don't even need a substance to numb yourself in comfortability. You don't even need a substance for that. You could just, not quite put in the legwork that it takes to accomplish these goals. Like, you might have a skill, you might be talented, you might have a dream, and you want to make it work. You feel like you can make it work. That's the heroic side of things. But you're kind of afraid to leave the shell of comfortability that you're in fear of this or in fear of that, in fear of whatever you might be in fear of. Backlash, criticism, failure. So you're comfortably numbing. That's a bar. That's a bar.
Some flames.
The deeper the grave, the harder I strain. Pretend I'm okay on the surface, I'm good. I came for the love, but got lost in the hate.
Come on.
We emerged, his blood on his cape. I started with nothing, thought some could relate. Daddy.
A hero emerges, but blood's on the cape. That's what I'm trying to drive this point home as much as I can. Like, the hero has emerged. Here I am. Hey, guys. But what y'all don't understand is the blood that's on the cape. What y'all don't understand is I guess what I'm trying to say really is becoming a hero takes villainous behavior. You can't become the hero without being the villain. So you already know what being the villain is like. So that when you become the hero, you almost kind of live in fear of people witnessing you become that villain again. I don't think that you're terrified to become the villain. It's just the perception. This is a deep song. It's a dope song. I applaud Hard Target for the lyricism here. I applaud SM Jimmy for, his songwriting ability, but Hard Target's got me with my thinking cap on.
Evil inside of me's taking a shape. I thought I was safe in a place I could never escape.
Thought I was safe in a place I could never escape. Not to pause again, but thought I was safe in a place I could never escape. Versus, I think what most people would say is, I have been trying to escape this place that I'm in because I don't feel safe here. Versus finding comfortability in the darkness, comfortability in the villainous behavior that you're a part of. Which is what Target is saying here. Thought I was safe in a place I could never escape. I know I can never escape it, so I become one with it. When I become one with it, I become numb to it, and I'm good. I'm comfortable. This is who I am. That's the other side of the heroic. That's why when he emerges, when the hero emerges, there's blood on the cape because of what he's been through. All right, let me see if I can let the rest of this verse play out, bro. Crazy verse, man.
He's taking a shape. I thought I was safe in a place I could never escape.
Love still fades in the meantime.
Man, I'm still trying to read in between the lines. I'm so blind.
No talking will save his life, but he's dying.
And you still tend to think he's fine.
Thinking one day we could rewind.
Man, I feel like the smoke has been filling the room. I know it's the truth. No hero is coming to save me. As soon they gon' blame it on you. Yeah.
Dear hero, won't you lay me in
Come on,
your
Jimmy.
casket? I am just a villain and I'm about to do wrong. Oh Lord, no, I've been going bad shit. I've been acting crazy with a drink that's two-tone, yeah. Dear hero, won't you put me in your casket? I am just a villain and I'm about to do wrong. Oh Lord, no, I've been going bad shit. I've been acting crazy with a drink that's two-toned, yeah.
Come on,
Show
bro.
me the meaning of life and I show you the meaning of pain. Look
Jimmy
at the
rapping.
We'll find it's the same. I am the villain, I'll take all the blame. The war isn't over, the peace has been lost. Hero was born and a battle is fought. Only
It's the same concept. Embracing the villain. Not even knowing if you want to become a hero, but people are looking at you as a hero nonetheless. That's why I tell you guys, like, it makes you jittery, makes you a wee bit nervous. You know what I'm saying? Like, the perception is great. I'm glad I could help you out. I'm glad I could inspire you. I'm glad that I can motivate you. But there's always going to be a healthy fear. To me, it's a healthy fear of falling back on your face in that place of comfortability.
myself in this war that I damage, and at the end the villain still standing strong. I can't get out of this life, I can't get out of this trap. Feel like there's no coming back. Conscious on constant attack, been holding it in, but fuck it, I'm about to snap when
I appreciate the two perspectives too, because if you listen to what he just said, that right there, that's the complete opposite of what Target said. Like, I feel like I'm stuck in this trap. I want to get out. I feel like I can't get out. Whereas Target's perception of it was, you know, I feel like I'm in this. I feel like I'm lost in this place I will never escape. Isn't that what he said? No, not lost in the place. Safe in a place I can never escape. That's almost two different ideologies, right? But nonetheless, they're both talking about how they can just become comfortable with who they were in their darkness, which is a dangerous place to be if you don't know how to be comfortable in it.
crash out, I'ma take the whole game with me, cause I wanna watch the world burn. To say the city is a kamikaze mission, that's a lesson that was given, but it was something that I never learned. I'm stumbling around, I'm not sober. Watch as this world just turns colder, it feels like it's never gonna end. Turning my back on all that was good, they played me a fool, it won't happen again. So
notice the tone switch right here too. It's almost like the demon is arguing, like his inner darkness is arguing with another version of him. The tone switches right here. It's pretty interesting. Check this out.
never learn. I'm stumbling around, I'm not sober.
Right here.
City is a kamikaze mission, that's a lesson that was given, but it was something that I never learned. I'm stumbling around, I'm not sober. Watch as this world just turns colder, it feels like it's never gonna end. Turning my back on all that was good, they played me a fool, it won't happen again. So tired of being sick.
I appreciate this perspective too, man, because a lot of times what happens with us is when we try to do good, when we try to step into the heroics of it all, a lot of times what ends up happening is we do it for no reason. We just get burned. And when that happens, it makes you feel like, what's the point? What's the point of even trying to do good if there's no appreciation for it on the other side? What's the point of trying to do good if I see less benefits from it? Like, what's the point of trying to do good if ultimately I end up more hurt? This is the battle of good and evil that goes on in each and every one of us. I appreciate these guys for putting this into song form.
Gon' end, turning my back on all that was good. They played me a fool, it won't happen again. So tired of being sick and tired of feeling numb when I wanna feel alive. Even though I got it wrong, I hope you know I tried. Every hero turns a villain if you give him time. Fuck.
Exactly.
Dear hero, won't you lay me in your casket? I am just
Also, Jimmy, great. That was a good rap, bro. That was good rapping. I don't want to sleep on that because I feel like this was also him trying to showcase, like, hey guys, I can rap too. And I thought that was a really good verse. Not for nothing, I thought that verse was great, man. Great job rapping. You hung with Hard Target. Y'all both told a story through your verse. You both explained the sentiment through your verses. I would just say, well done, man. Like, you accomplished that. You killed that.
the villain and I'm about to do wrong. Oh Lord, no, I've been going bad shit. I've been acting crazy with a drink that's two-tone, yeah. Dear hero, won't you put me in your casket? I am just a villain and I'm about to do wrong.
This is hard.
Oh no, I've been going bad shit. I've been acting crazy with a drink that's two-toned, yeah.
It's a really good song, man. I really enjoyed this. Yeah, man. So in conclusion, I guess what I want to say is that if you find yourself in these shoes, if you find yourself, you've battled good and evil inside of you until you couldn't battle it anymore, you ended up getting a short-term win or a long-term win or whatever it may be, give the glory to God. But beyond that, you have to figure out as a man or woman for that matter, if you want to hold on to and hang on to being heroic and get uncomfortable for a little while, or do you want to lay back down in your comfort and rest in the villainous behavior? Personally, I want to be on the heroic side of things. And the further I get from the villainous side of me, the better I feel. I think that that's important to say. However, I do understand the sentiment of both of these gentlemen in them saying, you don't get the heroic without the villain. And I don't know if you're going to continue to get the heroic. The villain is still there. And I think that in order for you to understand it, you got to respect it. And I think that I would appreciate that respect even in terms of my life. Like when people approach me and they walk up to me with the wow, you inspire me, you motivate me, I'm so proud of you, man, you deserve everything that you got. It's very difficult things to hear. Just let me kind of focus on what I'm doing and focus on driving myself forward. You know, I appreciate the sentiment, but I don't want to let you down. And that's my sentiment. I don't want to let you down. So that's honestly how I perceive the song. So how do we get out of that, right? Well, I think ultimately what a lot of us do is we say, well, if you believe in this inner battle of good versus evil, you must believe in God and the devil of some sort, right? And I don't know about I don't know about Jimmy. I know Hard Target. I know he believes in God. But I'm not going to get into that. What I will do is I will just speak from my perspective, right? I believe in God. I believe in the devil. I believe the further away I get from the devil, the better. But me and the devil were really good friends at one point. So how do I make sure that I never get comfortable in the bed of comfortability that he visits you in? How do I make sure that that doesn't happen again? Stay strong in your faith, one step, one day at a time, right? Not to AA bar you guys to death, but seriously, one step, one day at a time. You can't focus on what's, 6 months down the road. You can't even focus on what's 2 weeks down the road. You need to make sure that you're focused on getting through now. And you need to recognize that comfortability is the enemy, because that's where the enemy lies. And I mean lies almost as a double entendre. That's where the enemy lies, like lays down. And that's also where the enemy lies to you, tells you that you're home. So rest your faith in God. And honestly, embrace the villain in you. Embrace it. And one step, one day at a time, beat it to a pulp. Every day, beat your villain to a pulp. So that you can ultimately feel like your own hero. That way, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, because you know what you've done. You know what you've accomplished. You know what you've battled. And when you beat it so bloody and you beat it so bad that your life has been redirected, you've changed dramatically, 360, complete turnaround. When that becomes you, let the Lord be your hero, and you become the hero for everybody else. And I'll close with that. Thank you guys for watching, man. I appreciate y'all. Please make sure to click on this video right here. All it's doing is YouTube is deciding what video I've done best fits your algorithm. So please make sure to comment on it and let me know if they killed it, because I don't know what they're about to send your way. I appreciate you guys for watching, man. I will see y'all later. Peace.